Mm, check my plan. So yeah, previous case I was researching how to implement some features. It is related to the after connecting of dependencies. Okay, okay. Have done some checks, but it didn't help. So I have researched a little bit yesterday in the evening, and we found some interesting things. We have our documentation, and we have something related to routing things here. Okay, we have a live function that renders everything that we need to render, and I have checked, and it's quite difficult to exploit it right now, to put some extra metadata or something like that and fetch the data inside our live view. By the way, yeah, I have also thought about to put some metadata from the plug, but it seems that those plugs are not called during the render, or not in the render, but live navigation thing. So possibly it's not an option. By the way, if I put some private data to our connection, to our con structure, it will not be necessary inside our main part, inside our main application, I mean. So we have two kind of structures. One of them is con, and another one is con thing, and so we're using Phoenix Live View Router, live from inside it. I'm not sure where I saw it. So let's see. Router. We have a router somewhere. Okay. So it's not inside the router, but inside. We should be inside the renderer. So yeah, let's see our plug. So here we accept our plug. So the whole Phoenix application is written using those plugs. So it's just like a middleware, and the part that renders the things and other stuff is also a pipeline of middlewares. So generally those middlewares accept two parameters. One of them is our connection, and the other one is options. Options are coming from this one. So basically it can be arbitrary data. We at first init our plug, and then just call it with a connection. So when we tried to put some data into the private thing from our live thing. Where it was inside our router. Okay, when we put some private data inside it, it ended up inside our private thing, and we use only Phoenix Live View key from the private thing. Other stuff is omitted. And then so we extract from it the view, also options and live session. Live session is sent to the client. Okay, I think I can use it in future. So it is rendered the page, and it's some options, and view is the module responsible for rendering. We use options. Okay, we update our options and calling live render with view. So we pass connection at the first parameter. So it's end up here with a connection and returns a connection, I believe. So what it does, we get 3 values here. The first one is a connection with some extra data and these things, and also we live render connection. The next thing is view. It's a module and some extra options, and those extra options are coming from this one, and these options are just replaced. If I try to put some private with such key, it will be replaced by the live thing itself. So I'm not sure that I can use it so much. Okay, let's see our live render. Where it was? Let me see. It was inside plug. Forgot how to do it. What was the name? Okay, it's our controller. We have live render with connection. So we do something like this, and Phoenix. So we just render some things inside this one. Okay, so basically we would not be able to use those options except for their primary usage. Okay, we can add some data, but I'm not sure that it will be available from our socket. So we have our dependencies, live view here, just the same code base, live view. Okay. We have this one, controller. So what we do here is to call we call this render, and fetching some configuration and create a socket. So we have a plug connection here. I mean, we have a connection in the beginning, and actual live view receives a socket structure. So it does not receive the plug connection itself, and this stuff will be inside our private thing from a live socket. Okay, so they are just different structures. If I put something inside our connection, that it is not inside. If I put something into private keyword for this structure, it will not be. I will not be able to fetch it directly from this function without any extra difficulties or being tied to the actual implementation of the code. So I think it's not a very nice option to go this way. Okay, but I want to implement it this way. I mean, I want to have less macros because it's difficult to debug. Possibly have a single live view with extra parameters, possibly extra callback modules. So yeah. So we will not be able, at least for now, possibly in future, to use these macros. But I have researched, and we have seen that we have a live session here. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this. We have a live session. Add it the atom. Okay, we add an atom here for the name, and also we have some extra options for it. Where options can be session. Okay, so it can be some kind of map with extra things, or function to call. So if we do call it like this, we will end up with the function somewhere will call a module with function session, and the first argument will be a connection. Okay, possibly it should return also this thing. So I could put some data to the session, but I have seen that we have one more thing here. So we can wrap some routes into the live session. Okay, and also add them on mount hook. Let's try doing this. Live session. Okay, it will be live Elixir Home live index. Okay, let's call it like this. We do, and we have created a live session and passed an atom to it. Next I will be doing like this, live, and okay, it will be ASDF first very simple to write. And yeah, it says home, look, index, index, and index. Think here. Okay. Okay, let's try adding extra things here. So we have an item, and let's add some session. Session with this module. For example, something like this. Okay. Let's start our server. I see. Not this one, but this. And now, okay, it works. It works with strange kind of layout. And I think it does not render my things. Ah, I see. I see. I need to do this. Let's see. Interesting. So what is the cost for this? Interesting. Okay, let's try moving it here. Okay. So in this case, we don't need to have possibly it should do. Okay. I have researched about this one. So basically, Phoenix appends or prepends this prefix to the beginning of the module when we use a scope thing here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's check our live index thing. We have clock and live index. I will inspect sign. Difficult word to write. Assigns socket. Okay, I have put it inside the session, so it will be here. Okay. We have successfully passed our module here. And I'm really glad that it works. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have a page. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so basically our session is here. Possibly it is okay. Okay. It looks like base 64. I think it is it's also salted by something. Okay, let's remove this one because it looks like a delimiter. Okay, so as we see, we have checked something. So view. Okay, possibly n is some part of our message. So it's root PID nil root view elixir index router. This one session module. Okay, module clock. So basically we have this inside our module. So if I understand correctly, possibly it's our signature or checksum. Okay. Okay, at least it works. And I'm glad about this one. So okay. So I think I will duplicate service page here and we'll just copy it live. How to call it? Let's name it like this. Okay, service page live, just to differentiate between them. Okay, our index is not saved, I believe, because I have some extra files. Okay. Okay, it's service page live. Let's name it like service page live. Service page live, and we'll remove this one, and we'll use okay, just use this one. It will be a live view. We'll also add some alias to it. It will not have any dependencies for now. Okay, don't need it. Okay. Instead of this, we'll just do very simple thing. Okay. Let's try formatting it. Okay. We should need some extra end here. Okay, everything is formatted here. We have handle params, handle info. info function. There's no. Okay, we have no dependencies right now, so it complains. And the info. Possibly I will just skip it for now. Okay. Okay. And we'll use it inside my callback, inside my router. So let's use live. No, not live, but service Elixir home page web. Possibly I need a live somewhere here. Live service page live. Is it inside live? Okay. Okay. Live page live. So let's try using it. It should complain. And just restart the server. Okay, there is no render. Let's create the function. Okay. Let it be like this. We have very default render without any assigns, but that's okay. Basically, we'll do something like let's do something like this. I'm not sure whether it will work, but let's just switch text. Okay, it works. Just the font is yeah, is black. Okay, so it works. It works and it's great. We'll format our file. Okay, it's formatted now. And instead of this, I will visit the documentation again. We have mount callback here. Mount callback. So instead of session, I will use mount. So it accepts a list of hooks or single value. Let's use a single value here. Regarding this one, I have also researched a little bit about it. So we can use a module or so we can use a module here. Interesting. I see. So there was no scope. So it's a live session and the scope inside it. And we have had a pipe through inside the scope. Okay. 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 Live session on mount what we do. So we can use a module by itself or as a tuple. So the second parameter here will be passed inside the first parameter here. Let's try using it. And it will be Elixir Home web live service page live. Okay. And Elixir Home web live log index. Let's do something like this. Okay. And it should fail. Yeah, it does fail. And that's perfectly fine, because we have now a mount here. Mount. Where is our mount thing? Okay, the first thing will be our module, or callback module. The next thing is our params. Next thing will be session. And the last one is the socket. I see. Possibly it's a typo here because we have this variable but returning a socket. Okay. Socket do and count. And just to continue our thing here. The back module isn't used. Okay. That's fine for now. Okay. Okay. Where am I? Okay, I'm here. Callback module is this one. Callback module. At least it should have a live macro or function. Callback module. Okay. So we have the right module here. Everything that we have expected. Okay. Let's see what is the params. Params is empty. Not. Session. It includes CSRF token and our socket. Oh. Okay. And our socket, it's just a typical socket. Okay, what I will do with this. I will create a possibly private function if that will put or put callback module. Okay, it will receive a socket. socket thing and the callback module. Callback module. And okay. Back. Oops. Callback module. Socket T and module. It will return our socket T. Socket T. Okay. Put. Okay. Interesting. We have a put in thing. Okay. It's an updated design. Okay. Put in. So we have put in pass. Put in struct bar and value pass. So users is like this. Put in users John age. It's kind of black magic. So put oops something like this and okay. Possibly it's a macro. Okay, I'm right. And this is a function. I see. Possibly I will be using this one. I'm not sure whether we can use it. Put in or possibly socket private and callback module. Okay. Let's try using it. On mount. Put callback module. First it's a socket. And the second one is callback module. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Put in. So if there is no such key, okay. Let's try to rewrite this. So put in socket private and back module. Let's try using this one. Okay, it also fails. This also fails. put them. And what about this? Oh, duplicates. It uses tuple for this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there is no get an update. So our structure does not implement the access behavior. Okay. So we'll update it. And let's do it like this. Private. This will be a private thing. So I will return now. So output with our circuit. Okay, and private will be private output private and back module. No back module. Okay. Let's try using this one. Okay, at least it works. I will put okay. Let's do it like this. Let's add a debugger. We added a debugger for it. And where am I? I'm here. Interesting. Possibly I will add this debugger after put callback module. I'm not here, but somewhere. Okay. Circuit will be this. Okay. No. Socket, private, and yeah, we have our callback module here. And I'm glad that it works. Let's move it back. Okay, it's very nice. So I plan to add extra function. It will be like get callback module, get callback module, get callback module with socket thing. Socket thing, and give it in. Okay, we have a get in data socket, and keys will be private and callback module. It should work, but instead of this, it will return a module. It will return a module thing. It is not used anywhere right now, but okay. That's okay. We just inspect that we have our callback module. I will not be able to do this here. Inspect it, callback module for socket. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it will not work. Instead of it, I will socket private okay, and callback module callback module. Possibly I will do it like this. Oh, no, not this. It should work now. Okay, it actually works. It works. Formatting everything. I think this way of writing will be more clear. Okay, private callback module. Okay. Instead of those pattern matching, I like the pattern matching, but not to this extent. Okay. Okay, it works. Okay, so rename it to confirm the snake case. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, on mount. What do we do on mount? dependencies for module key from dependencies do something. So on mount we do what? We extract the dependencies from our module. So let's do it. I will create a behavior. No. To call it callback. Callback. It will be dependencies. Okay. It will be a dependency thing. And in the indent, okay, we have a key here, any module. Dependencies, it should return a map from key is a module. Value is an atom. Okay. Have it like this. So what we do here, we just iterate with the dependencies and try to subscribe to them. Interesting. So we can do it from mounting, or we can just do the same thing from on mount. Okay. We'll be doing this like socket. Create callback module, and return the socket thing here. The matter will make it a little bit more pretty. So I won't do anything about this one. Okay, we have unknown thing. So to subscribe, so to subscribe to something, we don't need any extra data, any socket or something like that. Okay, so I will create a function def subscribe to I think I will add a socket here. Subscribe to dependencies. Socket. Okay, and callback module to and it should return our module. Depths will be okay for module key in callback module dependencies. So instead of adding some kind of thing, we will just do something like it. So we are collecting every dependency, and then do assign socket depth. Okay, assigning our dependencies to our socket. Okay, and we'll add a specification for it. Okay. Specification. Subscribe to dependencies. First one is our socket T, and then it will return, our socket structure. Okay. Let's use this function. And subscribe to dependencies. Back module. Okay, it should crash our application now. It did crash our application now because we have no dependencies. And that's fine. It's okay. What I will be doing here, I will also add some extra callback. Render thing. And it will accept interesting. So where did we fail? Okay, the module has no dependencies. Let's fix this. We will add behavior access home live service page live. Okay, we'll do this one and just duplicate the dependencies. Okay. Remove this one and import access home web live service page live. Okay, possibly I will move it to the alias. Remove other stuff from it. Okay, it's service page live dependencies. They should return just exactly the same thing like this. Okay, let's use it. Okay, it works. And the next thing here, okay, possibly it will fail after some time. There is our render thing. We'll try inside it. Okay, no. Science. Okay. So our assigns is a map. Okay. Just removed it. So our assigns is a map. Yeah. Click render, and it expects map here. I'm not sure what it should return. So what our render should return? What it returns here? So Phoenix live view. Phoenix live view. Render. 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 Render assigns. Okay. So it should be Phoenix live view rendered T. Phoenix live view rendered T. Okay. Okay. And let's see our clock page. It actually has okay. It actually has a render thing on it. That is fine. Let's see what other we have here. We have the mount thing. I think I will make it shorter. Okay, handle params. Handle params, unsigned params, URL and socket. Handle params. So we'll do the same here for now. So okay, and here I will be get callback module. We'll be doing like this. And get callback module from socket render finds, and that's all. So we should have a clock. We do have it, but it does not update the time for now. And that is okay. Okay. Have handle params, handle info. We have a handle info too, and we did not extract it. This one. Okay, let's update this. it's fine. So we have our dependencies. Let's sum up. So we update our dependencies. We have our dependencies, get callback module, put callback module, and that, and this. It will be get callback module socket, that, and then this. Okay. Okay. So it works. It works. Let's name it like dependency key will be socket get callback module dependencies. I'm not sure that it will work, but nevertheless, let's try doing this. Okay, and then fetch module. Get callback module. It's a pity. Oh, dependencies. Okay, it still works. I don't like it very much. It's difficult to read, but it works. Possibly we'll update it in future, but it's better to focus on state now. So yeah, it seems that our service page is no longer needed. Which one? I think I will stage, okay, and stage this file, and then remove other stuff. Okay. And we'll be doing something like this. Access home web live. Service page. Lock. Let's do something like this. And we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. And okay. Let's update our router in here. So, live session, live clock index. Instead of this, I will name it like access web live service page clock. Okay, one mount here, and module will be service page clock. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, just replaced it and it works. We'll make it more pretty. We'll add some extra callback. We'll name it like root base URL. Okay, and it will return as string t. Okay. We will move the clock thing and okay. Let's borrow our clock thing. Delete it. Contract file and indent. Where is our not this one? Live clock index. We have our clock here with small adjustments. We don't need this thing. Dependencies. Undefined function. Dependencies. Okay. Access home web live service page. Clock. Okay. Access home page. Access home web live service page. Okay. Without the service page. Look, it works. Possibly I should stage this thing. And I need an extra def. Def. Which one I should use? Def how did I call it? Base URL. Base URL without parentheses, because Credo will complain. Okay, and let's return the base URL. Do clock. Okay. Interesting type spec. Okay. So where I will use it? I will use it here. Access step web live service page clock and base URL. Okay. Okay. And we have just the same thing here. And that's great. If macro and live, let's name it like live 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 service routing. Okay. Let's name it like this. Service routing, and it will accept the module. Module. Okay. So we have live session, and instead of this we will be using module. Mount. Okay, that's fine. And module, and I think will be module base URL. Module base URL, and yeah. Okay. We'll comment to this part, and this routing takes home web, live, and service page. Will it work? It's moment of truth. Interesting. So the main question is how to use it. Okay. So service routing. Interesting. Let's try moving it to our main to our main service page. Okay. Require and access home web and live what page live. Okay. Will it work? Let's see. Okay. Cannot invoke div macro inside function or macro. Okay. Okay. Just campaigned on the other thing. Page live. Service routing. Okay. Possibly it was this thing. I'm not sure about the cycle imports or something like that, but here it works. Only this page 10. Possibly something like this. One. Okay, let's try importing this one. Import. Okay. So how to use it? Interesting. Possibly it has some extra documentation. Crawler. Yeah. Ops. Okay. What is ops? Let's see how it is implemented. Okay, it has large def macro require do error. What? Okay. Error args. Okay. Let's use import, only. It should work. Okay. Okay, it's service routing, not service page. Service routing. Okay. Okay, it works. So we don't need this thing anymore. It works. Glad that it works. Very glad about that. Okay. We've staged everything. Commit. I think there will be some issues. That's expected. Okay. Possibly some tests will be failing. Okay. I don't need it anymore. And we'll stage this thing. Okay. Okay. We have some failing tests, but that's okay. Then to fix them tomorrow. We can let's just check everything. Remove this one, remove the service page, added service page clock. It's smaller. I will move some things from it to using macro in future, and to create it this one we need to update the structure for it, and yeah, updated the other things. Git commit no verify. So what have I done today? It's live, what, how did we call it? File session for routing, and it has some drawbacks because we have live without any prefix. Yeah, I use live session for routing. Okay, so we will have a failing side test, but I will fix it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Going to run stream for today. Thank you. Bye.